As former journalist Giacomo De Turri says, Mussolini was able to create a sense of fear among its followers for what were the preachings and teachings of other political parties, especially communists. He's told to have introduced the saying that communists used to practice cannibalism towards children in order to keep families away from potential influence from those parties. While the last poster actually aims at discrediting all those individuals who will not donate money or pay taxes as a sign that people really needed to be joining the cause in as a whole in a full way, because he needed real support. He needed people to be loyal to him. However, Mussolini's plan was not destined to last long. He started to lose consensus after failing a lot of military operation, especially in what was his expansionism plan towards Africa. Also, his lies were finally started to be perceived by people. He abolished all the corporations for workers who were not able to protest for their rights anymore, rising a lot of discontent amongst them. Plus, his whole violent regime started to make people annoyed. People were tired of sporadic violence operated by his armed squad, in a way that they started to organize their own military corps to fight against Mussolini. The king was then forced to arrest Mussolini, to have Mussolini resign and then arrest him in 1943. Mussolini took shelter in his private residence before trying to establish his party again, allied with the Nazis. But when war ended in 1945 and when Hitler killed himself in his bunker, Mussolini was also captured and killed, and his corpse, as well as the one of his last followers and the one of his partner, were hanged in a public square in Milan. Nowadays, the original movement is dissolved, even if the fascist party kept running in Italy for the second portion of the last century, and a lot of neo-fascist movements still carry on its principles today in very different way. Some of them kept just its political teachings, like a lot of new movements in Italy, such as Casa Pound, while others focused on more on his hatred traits and more on his racial components. This was my presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and these are my sources.